7-2 goes to 1. That was in the earlier stage of the tournament, and I think the Ukrainian team has improved game by game. They certainly improved after that game, beaten by Spain 4-1 when they went on to beat Egypt 10-3. And then we went into the second phase, and the Spaniards came through rather easily. The Ukrainian side. In the second stage, they drew with the Dutch 4-all. Then went on to play phlegmatic and taciturn until he's about all over the place. He kissed everybody, bar the commentators, thankfully, after the aftermath of that Uruguay game. So off we go into the first half. And that camera up above will give you an idea of some of the very precise angles at which some of the play is enacted. Spaniards back in defense at the moment. Shot there by the Ukraine. And way down, the goalkeeper plays safe. He's a very good goalkeeper, Oleg Zozulia. It isn't very often they try to play the long ball like that. Most of the passing is short and quick, and they try to play 1-2s, and most of the goals come from breakaways, most of the significant ones. That's still in play, needs a little bit of support now, and nobody was coming up beside him. Number 8 there, firing it in, Havьер Lorente. Well, Brazil won by 6-2, and some of the play in the second half was very poor, in fact. Well, that's wonderful skill, and they've shown that throughout this competition. Kosenko dragging his foot along and taking off Lorente. Once again, a longish and rather poor ball. Slightly careless, and even though they have a massive backing in this hall which can hold 17,000, it might paradoxically enough be putting rather extra pressure on them. Number 7 there, Melednikov. Lorente very much in the play in the early stages of this game. Goes into the crowd, backing the Spaniards. Smenia wants to look inside, and he wins a kick-in. Number 5 there, Martinez pass. Trying to draw the Ukrainians out and make the run forward. Tricky little player, this number 11, Ferreyra. Well, he laid it off, and the shot was by PATO. Driven in very hard. He's saying the other way. Crowd don't like it. But a breakaway all the same, 2 against 2. And the Ukrainians come back very quickly. That's what they'll be doing splendidly. Great teamwork. And to be effective, you've got to use the extent of the pitch. Everybody, defender, attacker, glorious goal. And no wonder he goes face down. Vincenti Martinez opens the scoring gloriously. A very difficult angle, that. I must say, it looked as if he had run himself away from the possibility of scoring. And the angle, I told you, the very finest of angles operate. 1-0. The Spanish crowd loving that. All the daintier play and the better possession had come from the Ukrainians, and that's just stopped from being a corner. Osakowski, two brothers. That was Sergei Osakowski's other brother, number 2, Yuri Osakowski. They're both diminutive players, very fast. There he is, that's Yuri. On to Brunko. And you'll see a lot of possession play like that from them. At times it looks to be rather aimless, but the quality of the players, if they keep the ball off the opposition, they add to the frustration, and they keep playing away like that and to get a little chink. That's proved very valuable to them. That's why the passing game has improved as the tournament has grown. Oh, lovely control, and just touched away there by Bazugli. As the goal scorer, Vicente Martinez-Paz. They're all playing under the nicknames, by the way. Vicente is his nickname, Martinez-Paz's proper name. There he is again. They probably can't get that across the shirt, of course. That flamenco pulsating beat of the hands in the background, catching the optimistic mood. Vicente Ferreyra taking his eye off that. Bubbling little player. There we are, little warning from Ukrainian player Sergei Osakowski. They've got a bit of freedom, he's got to shoot. And back came Osakowski again to blank him out. Still 1-0 to Spain though. A wilder shot. Lorente's there. Got to be able to twist and turn very quickly, and notice the two players very well matched there. They're both small, mobile, and clearly Ferreyra has been put down to mark. While the two Osakowskis playing exceptionally well at the moment, really involved in the play. Being caught in possession here is always very dangerous. Spaniards playing with a little more confidence now, though. That awesome sound in the background trying to lift their side. That's just cut off now. What can he make? Osakowski goes away. Lovely little ball inside and just cut off. And there's a great deal more cut and thrust about this game than there certainly was in the first half of the previous semi-final. Brazil against Russia. Russians very disappointing in that first spell, and Sony in the goal there by number 9, Alexandra Moskalyuk. A very narrow angle indeed. He lets fly, and it's off the face of the bar. Jose Lucas Mena. There he is again. Goes forward in the run. That must be brilliantly saved by Zazulia. While he wanted a little support there, rather disappointed his defense had suddenly departed the scene. They really are reading. Oh, the goalkeeper confused by that. Visentin, his second goal. And it's almost as if they're waving the Ukraine goodbye, and I think he was deceived by the ball coming through the legs. And so they develop a great bridgehead for themselves. Well, we've just had 6 minutes of actual playing time. Remember, the clock stops so quickly, and every time the ball is out of play. Drags that well round, gets a shot in. I think he'd angled himself a little too much to the side, and this is a very impressive performance. First of all, by that individual there, Vicente, and by the Spanish team as a whole. It is now conceivable that the host nation could lift this indoor World Cup for the first time ever. Hosted by Holland and then by Hong Kong, and won on the 2 previous occasions by Brazil. And I would have thought it was easier for Ferreyra to score there, but not so. Wanted a little bit of support there. Good little touch up there by Bazugli. PATO. Almost enticing the Ukrainians to come at them. Well, no run forward there by Ferreyra. Disappointing ending to that. Ozakowski comes on with Bazugli. There's certainly going to be more mobility. Ozakowski. Is that a free kick? No. This must be the shot. Off the bar again. Desperately unlucky. But I think apart from anything else, they're showing the Spaniards are far from out of this game, even though they're 2 goals behind. This is a much more even game and a better game than the previous semi-final by a long way. Ukraine still fighting hard, trying to change the direction as often as they can, and the Spaniards breaking away again. Out comes the goalkeeper, Zozulya. Quick throw out. Well, he's had some very impressive counter-attacking by the Ukraine. And when the Ozakowskis and Bazugli are on the pitch, then the Ukrainians have a better chance of doing something against this defense. Just over 11.5 minutes remaining of this first half. That's a better run forward. A little bit of space here. They will shoot from almost any angle and any distance, the Spaniards. And this man has been very busy. And apart from that little lapse, which I think was caused by him being slightly blinded as the shot came in, he's been quite splendid. Trying that long, high one, which not all that many teams have tried in the tournament so far. Oh, well driven in there. There's a Lucas Mena, or Pato as he's known, his nickname. Easily cleared this time. Come through a little rocky period Spain, and now they've asserted themselves again. These are you see that number 5 down there, that signifies the 5th foul, after which any other foul given, conceded, means a free kick from that white spot. That's good control. Federa, they do resemble the Brazilians, the way they play. Bit too sudden that. Tried to get that through, neat little pass by Melnikov. Well read though. Just over 1 minute remaining. Ball goes out. Trying to shoot the goal 3 meters in breadth, 2 meters in height, and so the longest shot is a much more difficult challenge for any of the players. Here comes Fran, number 4. They're very neat with the footwork, the Ukrainians. Kozakowski can't keep that in. Highest goal scorer for Spain is Santi, playing number 3. Well, after that blistering start, Julio coming on. Julio Garcia Mera about to come on. After that blistering start by Spain, a rather subdued performance by comparison in the last 5 minutes. Too much, very slack. And it really is very demanding for these players to be using the full extent of this pitch. Everybody's a defender and attacker. Even the goalkeeper can come forward, and some of the teams have been using the ploy of taking the goalkeeper putting him back on the bench and putting an outfield player on near the end of a game when they were desperate for a goal. They do get the shots in, the Spaniards, though, rather more easily than the Ukrainians, for all they have superiority in possession. Good goalkeeping though, Zazulya out very quickly.
Santa Claus broken leg leaves Christmas in Japan.
Falls back into their own half though. Well, this is substitutions on, and I think the game has gone rather flat at the moment. Spaniards quite content with this 2-0 lead. A bit of the fizz has gone out of the Ukrainian play. Rather hemmed in, he got out of it very well indeed. Brilliant play there by Havia Lorente. That's more like his form. There's a header. Just played a little too high for Fran. Not exactly a regular move in this tournament. The Spaniards getting back very quickly indeed. Phalanx of defenders there. Now, by my watch, we've now gone 20 minutes. So there's a good deal of stoppage time. The first half in the first semi-final went 35 minutes, no less. Lorente. Almost got in possession all the same. Martinez Baz, the goal scorer. All they want to do is keep possession. Try and make the break. Doesn't come. Lacking the mobility they showed earlier on in the game. Last shots a goal, except this time, and Oleg Zozulya is the equal of that. He came well out of his goal and out of that angle. Staving it off there. Corner kick. Oh, dreadful one. Poorest one I've seen so far. Well, the Spaniards have really had a very good defense, as you might imagine from the evidence we've seen already in this game. Teams finding it very difficult to score goals against them. Only conceded 2 goals in the second stage games. So they've obviously been very well schooled before this tournament started. Scored 18 and conceded only 3 in the first group. So 5 goals in all conceded. That's a very considerable defensive record for a tournament of this kind. Fерreyra comes off for a rest. Now they really need a goal before half-time, which is coming pretty close now. Fought very hard for it. They're better players. Number 2 and number 3, the brothers, Usakovsky. That's number 4, Bazukli. Bazukli scored 6 goals in the competition. Usakovsky, just a little bit too hard. Well, they worked very hard for that. They strung together about 10 passes. Just a little bit unfortunate, the final pass overhit. Played there by Ferreyra. Crowd getting just a little bit anxious. This could finish it now. Glorious little move again. This time it was Santi who came at the end of an excellent pass. Just couldn't quite get finesse. Santi is the top goal scorer with 6 goals. Little wrestling match going down there. The horns clashing. Still 2-0. 4 minutes of the first half remaining. Find the longer pass more often in this game. A much more direct method of procedure by the Spaniards to what they were trying earlier on. Although Martinez Paz has scored 2 great goals, his first one in particular. Yo-Yo Garcia Mera. That's the kick into Ferreyra. Right away by Ferreyra, who came away around the other side, and the Ukraine almost winning the ball there. longer one. That was a bit unfortunate. Try to put it right into the path there of Kosenko coming up. Spain's ball, and they'll be slightly content with the lead at the moment, although they've rather fallen away. The Ukrainian coach not happy at this stage. He's seen better performances from his side. Well, they're being forced back all the same. They do keep possession well, though. Now then, they've got 3 against 3. And the Ukrainians much less prepared to shoot and try something on, even from difficult angles. I mean, the first goal by Martinez Bass should have indicated that. He scored his goal from way out wide. That's the man controlling the time. Very little time left. Needs to be touched in quickly, and there was a vestigial chance at a header there. Play has slowed down considerably, and I think the Ukraine going at it after that second goal the way they did run out of steam a little bit. Although Spain win a corner. Building up the play, but rather slowly from the back. There's the buck, burst through, but well chaperoned there by Alexander Moskalyuk, who saw the danger from early on and escorted him all the way down. Garcia Mera. Here's Santi. 35 years of age. And a very young Spanish side by comparison with some of the other teams. Well, they can't move out of that clamp that the Spaniard players were forming there around them. Just under a minute left of this first half. Very useful for the Ukraine to pull one back now. They're trailing by 2-0. Now Spain on the counter-attack. No free kick. And that longish one again, and the ball just out of play with 19 seconds remaining of this first half. Spain still 2 goals in the lead. And other substitutions taking place, and in actual fact, a timeout has been called. Incredibly, with only 19 seconds remaining of this first half. I wonder if he realized just how much time there was left. 19 seconds remaining, and he would have been able to have 15 minutes with him. He gets a little perfunctory, well, both coaches get some perfunctory conversations going, although the Ukrainians don't look to be at all interested in what's being said to them. Off we go again with only 19 seconds remaining. That's a very odd timeout. So the ball will be played in here by the Spaniards. Number 4, Fran, goes forward. Rather listless ending to this first half. As I said, the Ukrainians apparently run out of steam. They had 5 good minutes when they were 2-0 down, running at this Spanish defense, and now nothing very much. There's the shot at goal, and I think it will be the end of this half. Yes, there we are. The first half has ended with Spain leading by 2-0. Joseph Blatter just beside him, as is normally. And Jose Samaranch as well. We'll be coming back to the second half in a moment. It's a very good little player. Ferreyra picked the ball up there. And they're giving better support. Ooh, that's a gift. Oh, dear, oh dear. Santi scores the third goal. And I'll bet you he is as surprised as anybody else at getting such an absurd pass there, handed to him by Oleg Bezugli. There he is, cut beautifully inside. Lovely cutback that. Trouble is to the wrong player. So Santi makes it 3-0. And more it looks like Spain-Brazil in the final. And of course, you'll be able to see that final on Eurosport on Sunday evening. That's a drive. Oh, beautifully come back there. The shot by Melnikov. Well now, we saw a kind of a fight back by the Russians in the previous semi-final. That almost took the net away. Glorious start to the second half. Free kick. Well, that's reminded the Spaniards and their supporters that the Ukraine are perfectly capable of coming down and scoring quality goals as well. Tried a longish one there. Giving the ball away again. A gift here. Garcia Mera putting it out there rather carelessly, though, to Vicente. Longish one, and that surely will have bolstered the confidence of the Ukrainians. They certainly can play this game exceptionally well. Almost tucked into the box, and again, long ball put forward by Kosenko, but interestingly enough, they've got somebody into the penalty area where only a touch would have deflected it into the net. Squared. Santi, scorer of that third goal. Now they want to keep possession. Crowded out now. The break has to be incisive and quick. And until that moment when that goal was scored very spectacularly, the Spaniards were able to get their men back very quickly. There was hardly ever an occasion when they were outnumbered by the Ukraine attacking. Well, the Spanish crowd stimulated at first by the side of the quick 2 goals in the first half and then that third one at the start of this half. I was surprised, by the way, that the Ukrainian side came back at them. That's very ambitious. Here comes number 9, Alexander Moskalyuk. Does a lot of very good defending, very fit player. His ball, not a bad one either, but well read by Yuri Osakovsky. There he is. Bustling little dynamic player, either coming back in defense or attacking. The shot there. Only 2 goals in it again. 3-1 to Spain. That's number 2, Julio. Looks as if he's cornered away down there. So just over 15 minutes remaining. Can he exploit that mistake? Every now and again, a player will just tread in the ball like that, and it gives the opponents an opportunity to come up very quickly on them. There it is again. Well, he manipulated that very well. He was rather stuck in defense there, but he made that break. Could be it again. Was in narrow angle, and I think he played it, Vicente, too much to the right-hand side. Well, he's already got 2 goals to his credit in this game. They come again, attacking from the back. Bonyaka, free kick. Good, strong. Perhaps they should be doing this more, just attacking this defense directly. Foul there by Vicente. They put one man right in the way, the others go into the penalty area. And the consequence pretty expected. That's the man who made the initial break in any case, Yonica. Number 7 about to come on, Pato. He's had a little break. That's a free kick. Quite a deliberate one as well by Taras Bonyaka, the 25-year-old principal defender. Oh, yes, he knew what he was doing there.
The Basho. 6 tournaments each year.
Free kick to Spain. Very well saved indeed, and you have to credit the taker of that free kick there. He kept the ball down exceptionally well. Driven in there by Fran. Longish one. I thought the boot was up rather, or the training shoe was up rather high there. Tried to wriggle his way through, outpowered again. Surprising that in indoor football they're allowing the pass back to the goalkeeper, who has been outlawed in the outdoor game. This surprised me a little. I think that would force some interesting situations in a very tight game like this that were outlawed as well. That's a nice diagonal pass. The shot doesn't match it there. Here's a chance for a pullback, and I think that must be a caution. That was deliberate by PATO. Quite deliberate, and I think the punishment is not going really to fit the crime on this occasion, because I think the Ukrainians would definitely have gone on to score there. And consequently, that yellow card seems quite insignificant, matched against the possibility of the margin being reduced to 1 goal. That's something else I think they would have to look at as they examine the rules of this game. Oh. Now the goals stood firm. They have already been knocked down in this tournament. Look at the way it just took the junction there. Well, I think that's rather harsh on Ukraine. Ball just kept in play. Hit a ball inside, it would be obviously paradoxical if they broke up after that offense and scored a goal. They certainly don't deserve to. Oh, he's almost through. Just mistimed the final touch. Opening. Well, they pushed everybody forward, and that's a trip. Free kick. PATO brought down by Melnikov. And I think the pace of the game picking up again. They realize they're halfway through the second half. Out to the outside. That's well done. Oh, it went through his legs. Missed there by Juan Linares. Watch him. Now, could the Ukrainian side take advantage of this now? Seem to have developed a better rhythm to the play. Ball going in a rather circular fashion. That's very good play. And eventually they dragged the defense around. Just a pity for Moscovichov. The ball was just miscued. Beautifully engineered. And I think that'll be a corner kick. Bit more ebb and flow to this game now. Player to the right-hand side of the Melnikov here. Kept in there by Javier Sanchez. Now Feraida. Sanchez gone back there. On to Feraida. Just got out though. Back come the Spaniards very quickly. And good control on the far side by Sergi Kusakovsky. Almost got away with it, surrounded by so many of the Spanish players. Can he get it the other side? There it is! Well, again, Yuri Osakowski made the run on the right-hand side, and I think the Spaniards are calling for a timeout here. They certainly looked a little bit unbalanced in the last two. The Ukrainian coach, Igor Lисенчуk, shots a goal. Only one goal in it for them. They have dominated a lot in front of goal, and certainly the Ukrainians have had a lot of possession, which has come to nothing. But one or two of the moves have been very intricately organized, and they certainly have the ability to change this game again. Well, a weak ending. Oh, I think there might have been a deflection. 10 minutes left. Very congested area down there. Ooh, totally miscued. Played neatly there to Bazugli, the man who made that awful hash of a pass. Looked like a free kick there, and just saved again by Fabregas. Well, most unfortunate for the Ukraine. They've built up some very neat moves indeed. Playing better outfield football than the Spaniards. But they still lead by 3-1. Just cannot put the final edge to some of their moves. Here comes the goalkeeper, taking absolutely no chances. Goalkeeper had to be alert there. A little bit unfortunate as Vodjaka came in, got the rebound. It goes, looking slightly disjointed, and no wonder. The Spanish coach called a timeout and brought his players, gathered them round him to try and just give them a little breather. Well, Moskalyuk is the top goal scorer for the Ukraine. He has to be watched very closely, number 9. That's him coming back there. And tiredness may be creeping in. They've had a hard couple of weeks of football. And although it's indoors, it takes a lot out of the legs. I've spoken to professional players who've played this kind of football in some of the 5 or 6-a-side games that developed about 3 or 4 years ago, and they've always found it very demanding on the legs. The tiredness creeps in. Trying to give out before the lungs give out, as it were. But the strategy of the Spaniards now seems to be paying off. They're trying nothing adventurous. It would be a huge anticlimax for them if they failed to get to the final, especially as Brazil are the other finalists. Would like to take them on, and just tucked away by Ferreyra. Better move forward, Havьер Lorente. No movement forward though, very great note. Better play by the Ukrainian. Touch back for the shot, and this is where they seem to be less capable than the Spaniards. The shooting has been a bit more indisciplined. They're dragged away. The game and Ukraine need a go here. Once again, the Spaniards playing rather negatively but successfully. Now they make the break and hooked away there by Oleg Bazugli. That's number 4, Fran. That was a big indoor league in Spain, of course, for football. Very popular. Played there by Ferreyra. Free kick. There's no break there for Georgi Melnikov. On come the subs again. As time gets on, and Santi it is who's fouled there. 3 faults each now. This could be interesting. Another 2 faults for either side, or fouls for either side, and we get into the free kick situation with only the goalkeeper there as a defense. Nice change of direction, but the 2 little men facing each other. Ferreyra, very much the equal of Yuri Usakovsky. That's nicely put in, just cut off, brilliantly cut off there by Vonyaka. Javier Lorente had come up very quickly on that. That would have been the end for the Ukraine if he had got in there. Ferreyra. Good cut back there by Usakovsky, along with his brother there, the 2 of them together. And it goes. There they are.
Zaczęłam jeździć na motocyklu.
Away down that far side. PATO tries to keep it in, and does with just over 5 minutes left. Here's Ferreyra. Drives that against the foot. I thought it was a corner kick. Brazilians have stayed on to watch this, of course. I don't think they would be all that impressed by either side at this stage. Spaniards looking very flat indeed now, even though they are in the lead by 2 goals. Goalkeeper has come forward in a sense of exasperation more than anything else. To get the ball in play as often as they can. Well, the long pass is certainly not coming off, picked up by Brunko. There he is again. Gets support, and nobody coming down the left-hand side. A reluctance by Bazugli to come down the left-hand side, and all that petered out. Good effort there as Santi came down the right-hand side. Yeah, they might have a chance. He's very, very inclined towards the left there. I don't think he was going to be able to get that shot in. Kosenko comes on. And Kosalyuk still to get his name on the score sheet. He's the second top scorer in the competition. That was him, number 9, getting his touch of the ball there. What's been given here? It may in fact be a penalty kick. Well, the two referees are in here with two officials. Watch this going on here and there. Two pushes. And that must have been spotted by the referee this side. I would have thought that was so awful, but in any case, well, it's not a penalty, I don't think. I think he's right in that assessment. It took place outside the box. Difficult to score with a phalanx of defenders like that. Free kick, I would have thought, as Arnaldo Ferreira goes down. Well, straight into the face of number 3 there, Santi, and then the goalkeeper. Rather fortunately clutching that. Good defending by number 4, Bazugli again. Longish ball, nobody coming up and supporting. He gets through. A little bit unfortunate. He couldn't control the ball properly. And both sets of players must realize now the game is reaching its conclusion. The shot again. Good play by Vamyaka, and then the ball picked up eventually. The final shot was by Moskalyuk, their top goal scorer. So little time left. There he is. Well, they have to try almost anything now. You saw the clock yourselves, and Spain now seem to be heading inexorably towards the final. Number 5 there, Taras Vamyaka. He's about to come back on again. Trying to explain why he wasn't able to link up with Obiod in the last move. That's good control. Once again, Bozakowski, the outstanding players. There might have been a tiny little deflection. There was. That's Vamyaka, as I said, just come on the pitch again. Well, I think Spain have probably done enough, but not spectacularly enough to impress me. Certainly not as good as the Brazilians. The crowd are taking up the importance of possession. More important than anything else now to let the clock tick down. As we get near the end of the second semi-final, Brazil awaiting the winners of this, and I don't think with any sense of apprehension of what we've seen here from these two teams. It's the final the organizers had dreamt of. 1.5 minutes of this game remaining. And that's all they want to do, nothing spectacular. Just prevent any breakaways and keep possession. Here's Ozakowski. Now here's a chance. This could end it all. If he can finish properly, he does. And for Ukraine, good night Vienna, you might as well say. Vicente coming in there to score his hat-trick. Broke away brilliantly. Not the easiest of angles again as the goalkeeper came out, and as this, I think, will illustrate a finish of very great finesse. 4-1, and it's all over. Nothing much left for the Ukraine to play for, except that third and fourth place, which is never easy for teams to play in. Break there by Usakovsky. Not so far away. Well, they want to go out with a flourish, and Taras Wozniacki certainly attempted it there. We're now going to get the final that everybody dreamt about. Well, the organisers I'm talking about. Rodriguez about to come on, just waiting for a little stop. And there it is, on he comes. Well, there have been a lot of good goals scored in this tournament, good goals by indoor football standards, and the standards of finishing has been very high. But one wonders what this final is going to be like. Brazil and Spain are so alike in the way they play their game. We've seen a contrast in styles in both semi-finals. The Russians and the Ukrainians playing in the same sort of way. That's to indicate a fifth foul has been committed. The next one is a free kick from that white spot you see in the center of the screen. Lockage defense. Spaniards breaking away again. That'll be a free kick. And only a few seconds remaining. A yellow card there. Osakovsky gets it. Another free kick. Well, they're through in any case. Out to the outside and just over. Up came Hulio to try to get that fifth goal. So 6-2 the first semi-final. 4-1 at this stage. It's all over. And so we get that Brazil-Spain final. Of course, you'll be able to see that tomorrow night on Eurosport, on Sunday night rather, on Eurosport. So we look forward to that, a very jubilant Spanish side. Well, my money is still on Brazil. Brazil were not all that impressive, but they do score goals out of virtually nothing. So until that final, goodbye.